Then one day on a Saturday night. Oh, it is live. Okay. Let's put that down. This is the old chat. Oh, I should probably end the poll of the old chat. And then close that. We'll pop it open. Put my thing down, flip it in reverse. Over here. We'll pop James up. Jimmy Jams. Jimmy Jams. Jimmy Jams. I don't know if he's gonna come back, but he might. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I wish that maybe the headphone thing and the camera thing were unrelated. I don't feel like messing with that again tonight because that was crazy, and I was like, so maybe another night. But let me grab. What am I trying to do here? I'm just trying to open up the. This is like the wrong thing. I'm trying to open up the other live chat, but it's like showing me a back in time tab or something. Something that doesn't make any sense. Oh, and then scroll down. Okay, pop it. There we go. There we go. Hey guys. Now I can see you. Hope you're doing well. This is a 30-minute stream James did. I don't know if he's coming back. I guess we could skip right to the end to see if he says he's coming back. If not, we can watch like a little bit of a throwback or something so we can keep the stream. Because I know you guys don't like the really short streams. So like we'll keep it to at least an hour or an hour and a half. And then we'll be good to go. Good to go. So yeah, let's see what James been up to. What the hell is that?
No. Wow. I've been doing this longer than the platform exists.
Yeah.
Like the shirt. Thank you. How's it going today? Pretty good. How are you?
That's just like Bigo. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't watch anyone but James on Bigo. That's it. On my bazillion accounts or whatever. He is not wearing his $450 jacket. I don't know what happened to that.
Sorry, Cranky is in the sky tonight. Hello. Thanks for the hearts.
He's cranky. Oh, you guys remember that song? I forgot that song existed. Birthday number 7. For real though. I think this, how long has he had this shirt on for? 3 days at least. I think it's birthday 11 today? What was it named? Let me open it up over here. Didn't say.
Let's get married.
James said he was having a whole birthday month.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got shot kind of near James today.
When I say I want the backup, sounds good. When I say I need time alone, I need time alone. And they're like, we don't do that. And I'm like, now you do. They're like, we haven't done that for hundreds of years. I said, well, guess what? You're starting now.
Ooh, the voices in his head? Like, no one wants or needs James in their life. What the fuck is he talking about?
Welcome to the new age. You created the new world.
The age of nefarious.
Get used to it. You guys are the ones that made the rules. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I got myself some sweatpants, so the chafing has ended. Absolutely love that the chafing has ended. I know that you're following me. Just keep going. Thank you.
So much for the no dialogue.
I know you're a cop. I'm good. Keep going. I don't feel like doing this again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing really good. Like I said, just some people that don't want to pay their own bills but refuse to get on SSI and admit they have some severe mental illnesses.
That is you, James. That is literally you.
Not my fault. Too busy protecting their reputations and their careers to accept that they need to retire quite earlier than they had planned. Yeah. They try tugging on my dick to get me to do what they want.
Oh my.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't work that way. So.
He looks murderous.
But I've seen a lot of the same people today. Like, a lot of them. All over the place. I guess I'm not the only one that spends most of my day on the walk. What's up? Pretty good. What's the story with your charger there?
What's the story? I don't know. I use it to charge my fucking phone.
The phone charger there, what kind is that?
These are emergency phone chargers. This one's for the iPhone, the new stuff is for the
So what is it, like a, is it one-time use, or?
I would say,
Is it rechargeable? Like it's a battery, right? And it's rechargeable.
They're all different a little bit.
What do they cost?
These ones are going, I think they're 15 each on the pops.
Okay.
15 for those. Other than that, these are $7.99. These ones we go for usually 15, but since we're here, I'm just charging $10. Have you ever been to Open LA?
I haven't. You said Open LA.
Yeah, Open LA.
You got any information, like a card or something on
Right
it?
down the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know where the Netflix building is?
Yeah.
Right across the street. Right here on the
Okay.
Yeah, we're fresh organic. Everything's there. Boutique,
Thank you.
And we're there 7 days a week. We're just here for a little bit, a couple hours throughout the day, letting people know.
This guy's selling food, and James asked about the phone charger.
There.
I'll take a stop in. I'll look you up right now and take a stop in.
Open LA store on Instagram.
All right.
Open LA store. We have fashion shows, go party shows, everything. Rough merch, my merch, bodybuilders, sages.
Yeah, why don't Daisy and John take in James? You know, the city can deal with Gray, and Daisy and John can deal with James. I think that's fair.
What's your name?
James.
James. Dolo.
Solo Dolo. Then you can call me Step.
Yeah.
Everybody. Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Going on screenshot.
Okay, so I have to look this up real. Or here's what I'll do. I'll put it in my text thing. That was annoying. Open. All right, so I have that saved. Then I looked that up. Yep. Nope, rope. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right. Yeah. So as I was saying, I got me some nice sweatpants, and I'm chilling. I'm like, oh, I am so much more comfortable now. My next step is to get myself a membership at the gym, and then I'll
Wait.
be.
Thought he already had a membership at the gym. He was going with that chickie.
Nice and nice and enjoying myself every day. Trying to get that testosterone back to where it belongs. Right now it's at about 11 out of 10. I need to get it back up to a 15.
Well, it's crazy too because Daisy the other day, I think it was yesterday, was saying like, you know what? I need to find someone else to be my soulmate. Maybe someone who has the same birthday as me. And I was like, ah, she's manifesting James.
Or an 18 or a 25 out of 10. Hey, how are you? Just for the sake of discomfort, why not? Yeah. So the gym is.
So do you think he was just like tagging on her membership? Like I know there's some gyms where you can have a guest come in for like a discounted rate, or you have like a one guest thing, like it doesn't charge him extra. So you think when she booted him, he lost his like gym privileges, or maybe the gym was like in their apartment complex or something.
The opposite way, but I could probably stop into this one down here. The YMCA is like free apparently, but I remember going to the YMCA with this group of people I used to work out with, and it wasn't really our speed.
Yeah, James does think Daisy's the terrorist, so it wouldn't work out, fortunately.
I don't know what do you call it? I don't know what LA Fitness is like, but I'm gonna find out. You know? Yeah, we'll see what happens. I just gotta take it one step at a time. Next step right now is for me to go and get myself a nice little gym membership somewhere. And I'm thinking either LA Fitness, because we got 2 locations.
Oh, La Fitness?
I count them, 2 locations right on the Walk of Fame. There's one right off the walk down by the W Hotel, and then we got another one that's actually right in the it's like Hollywood Galaxy or something they call it. It's right next to the Target. So
Cool.
We have 2 LA Fitnesses right here, and then we also have a YMCA down the road. And I was told that I could get a discount to go to YMCA, but I don't know how I feel about going to YMCA.
Why?
I don't know how I feel about it. I just feel a little weird about it. Because fitness is very pricey. I go there, no joke. What could you tell me? Like, what
rating is
I
great.
haven't looked it up. What do they cost? And like, I don't know how I feel about YMCA though. That's my only thing. Like, I would feel weird going to the YMCA because I feel like, especially around here, you'd have people who bring their kids into the gym at like 12 and 14 years old to be working out on the machines. And I just feel super uncomfortable and awkward to be working out as hard as I do. And then, there's like a 14-year-old kid next to me trying to.
James has more common sense than fucking Daisy. I guess John. Because James won't even work out around a fucking 14-year-old kid, apparently. Wow. How does James, James is a lunatic, and he's been kind of impressing me more than the other guys ever lately.
Mimic that.
That's he fucking threatened to kill me the other week. You know what I mean? But it's still, I don't know. We've actually seen James talk to a kid, so I don't even think he's capping. He's just being a crazy guy. All hopes up for nothing. He's a liar. He's like, don't worry, kid, if you ever need anything. He was like, fucking, I don't know if he had shit in his pants that day, but he was just like plopped up against a McDonald's and like, he was like, hey kid, you okay? You need anything? So James, I don't know. Unless he turned a new leaf this last time in jail.
I'd feel uncomfortable and I feel like wine's so hard, you know?
Wi-Fi happen.
So I'm trying to figure out, you know, just go to LA Fitness. Do I find another place to go?
His phone plan was exposed. It was supposed to expire today.
How
But it looks like he still has one.
the hell do we get some of these people just friggin' out of here? I'm telling you, some of them just stick like glue. Like, I mean, we've done everything possible, and some of them just won't get off the street. So they're either undercover cops or they're just really, 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 really addicted to living on the streets and won't give up on it. So I don't know. You know, there's different packages, but it's pricey no matter what they offer you. All right, well, I'll take a look. I'll have to go online and see.
That's a sweatband for the gym.
Yeah, I'll look it up online. So I got these apps running for step.
James. Terrible
Day.
connection.
Around the Walk of Fame, and I'm getting paid bank. I made like $20 in the last 3-4 days between the apps. So and now I have 2 phones, so I can have them both running. And one of the apps I can use will get me hotel rooms in Vegas for free. So all I'd have to do, and they give you the meals and everything too. So all I'd have to do is, okay. So we're just gonna rehash this one more. To go to these places right here that I keep talking about going to, is just gonna be when I make my own money. I'm not gonna use my government money here. I'm gonna use my money that I make to buy food from these places. So that's gonna wait a little while.
Just go to the soup kitchen. He loved the soup kitchen before. He's like, don't give me money for food. I'm fat now.
Just a little while. Yeah, so I'm gonna look it up and I'll see what happens. As far as the gym, I was saying, I'll probably just stop in and see what they say. Go away. See, it's like cool when you're doing your own thing, but then when you got people that try to like siphon off of what you got like that, that's like, I can't stand that. People don't understand. Like, you don't make it by doing it that way. You really don't. Like, you gotta be. When I say you gotta be cool, I don't mean you gotta fit in. I mean you gotta like mind your own. And like, I'm a little out there, but that's just my nature. I don't actually go out of my way to be annoying. You know, I'm just like naturally irritating. Whereas some people will actually go out of their way to be like, oh, you got something going on. So I'm just going to like interject or just force myself in there. And I can't stand that. I really, like, I'm barely anything and I can't stand it. I can't imagine what it's like for people who actually have it going on for themselves. But I got a little bit going and I'll have, you know. All right. I'll tell you though, one thing that LA has made me is a little bit tougher. I was not nearly as self-sufficient before I moved here. And now when I moved here, I learned how to handle myself. And it's good, you know? It's really good. You should see in front of me, somebody's got a little chihuahua in their backpack. And it's just this tiny little dog. And he's all shaky and adorable. And just poking his head out the backpack. It's so cute. And then there's the mooches who think
Nightbot? I've never seen a Nightbot. That is not this live chat. I don't think so. You ever seen a Nightbot? you guys ever seen a Nightbot in here? I don't know. I don't think so.
They're just gonna stay away from me now. I recognize his voice. He's cousin with somebody else who tried to fucking siphon off me. So tired of that shit. I don't care who they are or what they're doing. I don't care if they're famous. I don't care. When they act like a leech, I don't want to be anywhere near them. They could be one of the most famous people in the world. They could be rich. I don't honestly don't give a rat's ass. If they're acting like a piece of shit, I don't want anything to do with them. You could be a billionaire in disguise, and if you're acting like the leeches, you can stay away from me. It's just not my culture. It's just not. I'm not better than anybody. I'm just not worse either. And I don't birds chirping.
I got you. I was chirping at
My ear.
I was like, I don't know what a Nightbot is. Do we have bots here? Oh, ban Nightbot.
Tell me how to live. Even when they're offering help, it's just, if you know it's not the right time and you're just trying to make me look like an asshole, mission success, but it's just, it's going to cost you your fortune. It's not my problem. Whatever your fortune is in the form of. My peace of mind doesn't have a price. Ever.
That's what I was saying. What is Nightbot?
See those people that'll do anything to make sure they're remembered? Don't worry, sometimes they'll get remembered. Just maybe not in the way you want to be remembered. Me personally, I'm thankful to be remembered in a better way. And not, in a way that ain't so good. I don't even be walking that way right now because there was a dude up there who's really pissing me off.
A dude.
Like he stopped right by me and like fucking just whispered in my ear like a fucking weirdo. I don't want to go into the store on live stream, so I'm gonna go in there later. But I'm gonna go across the street because I can't even be on the same friggin' street with that dude. That pissed me off. And sometimes people will send people my way to like know other people, and they're like, "Look, we're trying to get you in. We're doing this. We're doing that." Like, I get it, but here's the thing: I didn't ask for you to send some weirdo to be whispering in my ear. Like, if I'm not good enough for you to talk to me one-on-one, then don't even try. When I get there, we can talk. But until then, don't be sending your little underlings. We already talked about this, And now I
When? On the live stream?
got my own people trying to send people below me to come have a conversation with me instead of the person who's on my level talking with me because they don't like my lifestyle. Well, maybe I don't like yours either, but at least I'm willing to have the conversation. So, like I said, next time, instead of sending some homeless weirdo to whisper in my ear and try and get me to, enjoy sweet nothings with him, you could just send me a regular person who's doing something normal, and I don't have to deal with the drama, That's just my take.
Just send a regular person who doesn't whisper in my ear crazy things that are clearly they're in his head, right? He needs to go to a hospital.
Take on it. They call it an offer. They're like, well, here's protection. I'm like, I don't need it. Like, God's honest truth, I would rather die in the street than have...
Oh, it's not illegal for him to say homeless. Only for us to say. Then it's illegal. We can't say homeless.
Have to deal with somebody like that. Then that's my real life. Like, I really do feel that way. Like, I am more comfortable just having something happen to me while I'm on the street than having to spend time with someone that I don't like.
Kind of looks like an elf without his facial hair.
So...
Just take it gently.
I think I'm also very hungry and not wanting to admit it to myself. So at some point, I'm going to have to go get some food. And I don't know why some people will, Like, I don't have anything on me that makes me look odd, so I don't know what the obsession is. You know, like, I'm not wearing anything odd. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's attracting certain types of people. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just sweatpants. I don't think my shirt and my sweatpants match, and I think it's attracting weird people. I have to get a new shirt so it matches my sweatpants. Because I think the mixture of my sweatpants and my shirt, since they don't match, it's like attracting odd people. But I was too cheap to buy a t-shirt. So I'll go buy a t-shirt or something. Yeah, I definitely need to change my shirt. Because like I said, I seriously think it's the mixture of the shirt and the sweatpants. It makes me look like a weirdo, and so I'm attracting weirdos.
The shirt and the sweatpants? That's not even a bad outfit. What's wrong with like this t-shirt and sweatpants? I'm always in sweatpants. Am I attracting weirdos? Sweatpants and a hoodie?
I need to change ASAP. And here come the fucking cops. Gotta come overhead and take a look before I change. Make sure to get a look at what I'm wearing before I change my clothing, because God forbid I go 5 minutes without someone having eyes on me. I promise you I'm okay. Thank you for looking out. I appreciate that you care, but when I tell you I'm doing wonderful, I am doing absolutely fantastic. I am doing good. I don't have anybody trying to steal from me. Thank you for the hearts. I don't have anyone trying to hurt me. Nothing. I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. So just quit worrying about me. You're always so worried about me.
No one's worried about him. What makes him think anybody's worried about him? La Fitness is very pricey. I go there, no joke. Different packages, but it's pricey, no matter what they offer you. Joy! DJ Electra! Like, what is the, why does he think we're protecting him?
I promise you I'm okay. And you gotta remember, living the way that I'm living right now, it's like my mind, I'm not a criminal, right? But you gotta remember that I am out here. So my mind does from time to time go into criminal mode. So what it means is I appreciate...
What the fuck does that... Yeah, what does that mean, James? What I mean by that, when my mind goes into criminal mode, is...
the backup that the cops are looking out and trying to make sure that I'm safe. But you gotta remember, I am out here, so my mind goes into like, oh, the cops. You know, even though I don't have anything to hide or run from, my brain still says, oh, that's annoying. Because the people around me, for the most part, that's their attitude.
I thought that, he was gonna be like, I have to come up with schemes in order to eat or sleep properly. But he was like, I just get annoyed with the cops.
And there's nothing I could do about
criminal mode.
How they feel. But, you know, that's where my mind goes. Even though I appreciate the looking out, it's still, I have that perceptive shift. That shift in perception where, you know, I'm like, oh, God, one more. But I don't really feel that.
Like, the alternative to the t-shirt and sweatpants was the tank top and the short shorts. And I think the tank top and the short shorts with the bucket hat and the aviators is a way weirder look than, like, just a t-shirt and sweatpants.
Obviously, it's just difficult not to express that or feel that way on the surface, given the environment that I'm operating in. There's just a lot of it.
Surface.
Anyone in Chula Vista need a haircut? I don't know. I'm not in Chula Vista. Hey, look who it is.
Who is it?
Oh, you know what? Maybe I should ask. No, that'd be an awkward question. The circles on the hunt. They're out and about, identifying people and marking them, trying to figure out who's who and how to catch them, like Pokemon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I gotta stop listening to James. It's crazy. That's crazy.
And to the people who are wondering why I won't just go home with some chick or do this or do that, Guys, you gotta realize that,
Da,
like,
da, 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 da.
if I don't do this the way that we had initially tried to do it, and you get it right this time by getting me into a proper place, you know what's gonna happen? Bad things. Very bad things. Okay? Because
What?
word will eventually get out that I had to figure out getting off the street without the help of the state. Word will get out that I had to
Okay.
figure out how to get into proper housing without support, that I didn't get the proper support. And when that happens, it's going to piss off a lot of people. I guarantee it. I mean, it's just how people think, right? Like, I'll
Who is it gonna piss off? What are they gonna do about it?
get an apartment, I'll have a proper job, have all that together. And the first question is going to be, oh, well, how come the state of California didn't get you housing? It's going to be the very first question asked. And it's not exactly going to be an avoidable conversation.
Well, James, you'll be like, I didn't want to do my caseworker's job for him, so I just kind of fucked around.
So I would rather avoid a whole bunch of headaches in the future and get it done now. You know, like, have that conversation now instead of later. So you say LA Fitness is expensive. Well, I don't want to jaywalk. I'll go all the way around. I forgot. What did I do? I came right back this way. I flipped back around. Ugh. Why did I do that? I don't know. Why do I always do that? I always do it. I don't know why.
What?
Maybe one day I'll learn why. I think it just has to do with doing my own thing. But
Doing my own thing.
maybe not. So I'm just gonna do it. Wait. You know, fuck.
You know, just doing my own thing. Doing my own.
And now I understand that it's every little thing that I do that I already knew I was doing, that I never knew I was doing. And the exact people that tried to stop me from doing what I was doing when I didn't know what I was doing are the reason why I no longer do the things that they say that I'm doing. I just do them the same way.
Beautiful.
These guys, they wanna be all snitchy and shit. Let them be snitchy and shit. That's fine. I'm gonna do me because it's my turn to do me. My turn. There's too many cars here anyway. Thank you. There's supposed to be a crosswalk here, but there isn't because there's a lot of traffic.
Going back into city planner mode.
So we're gonna go down this way. Now I'm gonna talk to them and see what a membership costs. We'll go from there. See what happens.
Every little thing that
And
I
now
do.
every time I see
They
a
already knew
circle,
I
I
was
think
doing.
of pizza.
I never knew I was doing.
Every time. They like feeding their homeless people, but apparently it's hard to get people off the street, so I try not to rely on them too much. Oh, I am eating with somebody tomorrow, though, which is good. And I could, like I said, I could get myself off the street. Guys, I get offers every day. I get people offering, men and women. I literally had a guy come up to me last night, and he offered me a place. He offered for me to stay in his place for free. And I turned him down because I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't really know him. But he was just this nice, clean-cut young guy. I'd say he was just about my age. He knew what I was into and what I was about, and he liked what I do, and he thought, well, maybe I'll, invite him in. So this guy literally just pulls up on the side of the road, and I guess he saw me from live stream or something, and he offered for me to come live with him. And I said to him,
JS Memes on Twitter made that word salad video.
I'll take you down your number and this and that. But I wasn't really interested because it just wasn't, I didn't know him that well. I just met him that night. But I get offers all the time about moving in with people or having, they'll house me for free for a couple of months until I can, maintain gainful employment and have enough money coming in. But like I said, if I don't let the state take care of the housing situation, I know for a fact that when I'm given my redemption story, people are going to ask, well, wait, why didn't the state of California pay for your housing and take care of your housing when you were in that rough situation? It's going to be a question. And I'm really not feeling like having to answer that question and deal with all the flack that's going to come with, not having the answer that the state's going to want me to have. So, all right, I'll be right back. I'm going to come back live, but I'm going to go in and.
You gonna come back live? Wait, hasn't.
Find out what it cost me. So I can afford it no matter what. If it's like $150 a month,
Okay. So he went in to see like how much the gym would cost. He's not back yet. Hold on. See if he's online. He's probably just lurking. Be like, oh, this gorgeous girl, that I seen on Bigo. I couldn't stop watching it. Most magnificent babe I've ever seen. Like that. Yeah, he's online right now, but he's not live. He's not live. Alright, let me I don't know, we were coming up on the end there. Let's get something fancy. Guessing he'll go live again? Did he go live the last time again? When he said he was gonna go live? Oh, what poll am I running right now? Oh yeah, that poll. Okay. That's the one where he's outside. And the kid? Or found the one with the kid, I guess. Semi-relevant? We're getting him talking about aliens. Those are always fun. I think these are the alien streams. Or when his shirt's super ripped. It's too long of a stream though. Alright, let's just do this one for
The music might have been pumping, but the tension was as thick as mud. Miley, with her trademark no-nonsense attitude, doesn't hold back. She drops a truth bomb right there, looking Kendall straight in the eye and letting her know what's what.
What's up? Hey, real cool. Oh, okay. I gotta get my headphones in. I forgot my speakers don't work on the phone. What's up? Give me a second. I gotta get my headphones. My speakers don't work on the phone. William. Hello. Bye. Be better. What's up?
What up, little bitch?
Still not connected. That's alright.
Come up, bro. Is Sunny in there or something?
Sorry, my here's my bro. Sorry. There. So, topic tonight is aliens. That is the actual topic tonight. I want to discuss a little something. You guys help y'all clear some stuff up because I've had a lot of interaction with a lot of different types of people, and I know a lot of people. I know one of my nicknames was Harry Potter, right?
No, it's not. One of the nicknames is Harry Potter? I don't even remember that one. Who the fuck nicknamed him Harry Potter?
I know what it's like to throw on an invisibility cloak.
Fucking 4 a.m. in the morning.
I get it. Sometimes you just gotta hide. The fact of the matter is, if we don't separate the non-human from the human, in actuality, not just those who, that's the topic, we'll chat about it a little bit. There's no way we're getting the upper hand in this situation. And one of the biggest things is where, there's a lot of people that think that they're like in on that, and they're not. They're really not. And there's a lot of people who think that like they're alien, and they're not. It's mental illness. And there's also people who like think they understand the aliens or think that they're thanks for the hearts. Bigo's telling me to say thanks, and I am thankful. And then there's, like I said, there's people who are like, other people with like mental illness who think that like the aliens are like angels or devils or demons or something, and like we're really not getting the point here. And I'm telling you from personal experience, my family's had experience with these creatures for a really, really long time, and we're finally like literally for generations. I mean, back where my family's originally from, it's been going on that way for God knows how long. And there's so much that like I know of that I didn't learn from like first, that I was kind of just let me just say that sometimes things just make sense.
14.
Don't go with that. But what I'll tell you is of the things that I could tell you is that the whole confusion between who's who is the one piece that does need to be cleared up. That is like super important, because over the next couple of years, things are gonna get a little different. They're gonna look real similar to a society we had a couple thousand years ago, but we're going to be much more organized. And there's a lot of people right now who are going to like associate in their mentality to that being like a quasi-religious type situation, and it's not at all. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with the Bible or anything. It's all business. And no, it's not. Well, the roots of it are, listen, for those of you who are living in real life, this kind of stuff is like kind of
Opposed to what? Like virtual reality?
important to like wrap your brain around, because there's a lot of people that can't even cope with the situation. And
This is all like, I don't know, a long ass preamble to be like, he is a quarter alien or something because his dad was half alien, or his dad was an alien. Something. James ends up being an alien, supposedly, according to him.
so you're there. I'm sorry. The freaking helicopters. If you don't live in California, the police love to play with helicopters, and they just flew like super. They flew super low. I think we just had like a storm or something, so that might be why. But I mean, they were like super low to the point where it shook the building, which is, they don't usually do that. They didn't even do that when the hurricane hit. And they particularly like the building I'm living in. They obviously particularly like to frequent the places where the homeless people are and stuff like that, as you can imagine. So nothing against them. Like, I totally get it. But like, you need to lay off, because this is so out of your league. It's not even funny. Like, people are wondering why I'm not like playing the game of some things. Like, I've been joking around this and that, but when it comes down to it, for me, like, I'm finally getting settled enough where I'm getting food in my belly and everything, and I'm getting enough time to rest and like get my head on straight, and it's like starting to sink in, and I'm like waking up. I'm not like just pursuing the same thing I was a long time ago. It's kind of sinking in of like how real this actually is. And if it speaks to the redundancy of how little can actually be done, how little can actually be changed, and the high level of probability of things continue to move in a direction for me that I've been having a conversation about. Well, not really even what I've been talking about, but the parts that I've been talking about. I mean, it's so much just like clockwork that it's just literally things will just go that way. And I'm not talking about fame. I'm not talking about fortune. I'm just talking about continued survival. It's like, you got to look out for yourself, but you also got to look out for the next person. And the reason I'm that way is because, in my family, most of them are doing okay, right? And a couple of us fell off. And then I say about 2 generations of my own weren't making it too good. And our family should have died off before me and before a couple other people. Most of them either died off or decided to live in the quiet desperation that had been like, the half of a saying that was introduced to me a long time ago.
but I decided to go somewhere with my life, and I guess there's a whole lot more involved than I knew about that was already, you know, not planned for my life, but ended up becoming the plan for my life. And that's a part of what I'm trying to communicate to you is like, I'm not in the Illuminati. I'm not in some grand design or something like that. I do understand what all that is and how it works and whatnot, and also the basic average society. Um, you know, and
He does. Looks like he belongs in American History X. Yeah, I mean, it's weird because this was around the same time of all the, oh, my great grandfather was Hitler and shit like that. So he's like an alien Nazi. Got it.
I really, really, when I say
Hitler on his mom's side, an alien on his dad's side.
I have an outside view, I mean, like, I really like, um, for example, when look at the International Space Station, right? When they look at Earth, I think they get a different view than we do, don't they? Well, for me, how separate I've been from a lot of things, it's kind of been that view, you know.
I'm gonna
And
grab
there's a lot of people
food.
that are nervous,
I'll be
like
back.
information-wise, not realizing like how totally just like, excuse me, like um pointless and futile their efforts are. Like they're literally just playing kid games, and they think they're like protecting the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're all hyped up on everything from uh, drugs to. Did I mention drugs? Um, let alone, who knows what else I could say. And the irony of it is, they'd be the ones trying to shut you up. They'll put you in front of a court and say you did drugs while they're doing drugs when they're not in court. Um, and then even a whole system of things of those who do protect themselves. This isn't a paranoia thing. You gotta chill. This is actually kind of serious, believe it or not. Yes, I know this. I don't actually have paranoia. No other's camera's pointing at me. I'm pointing a camera at myself at present. I got a couple out there, obviously. They're called security cameras. Pretty normal thing. Helicopter thing. Pretty normal thing. Not a paranoid schizophrenic. Times are changing. We're getting brain chips and starting to use our wrists to check out at stores. This isn't the 70s. You can't just give somebody lithium and make it go away anymore. A guy like me, I don't need to be compartmentalized because I know, where my loyalties stand and what I'm doing. What I'm trying to say to you is that you might want to either get up with the times or slow down a little bit, because one way or another, unless you're keeping a healthy pace, life is about to get very interesting for you. Me personally, my life's going to get interesting in a way that I prefer. You can't stop things from happening the way they're going to happen. You can choose not only how you're going to react to them, whether or not you choose to be proactive, and what your actions are going to be during the process of society changing. What your outcome is going to be based on your awareness during that time. There's certain things that you want to like be in the moment for, and there's other things you want to plan for, and there's other things you want to look back and see what's going to repeat, right? I can tell you personally, I have experiences where I'd take a flight somewhere, right? And I ended up seeing somebody really, really far away that there's no way they got there, in time frame that they had said. And that was something for me that kind of sparked interest here recently. And it was just a little bit of a, I just had to calm my nerves a little bit. And because I was then I'm sitting here watching TikToks, and the TikToks are talking about things that, have been covered, and things that I can't get into, but super stressed about, like I have an ulcer. Well, that's the thing. Don't like you see what I'm doing. Like I'm trying to de-stress myself. Okay, for example, literally on screen right now is a sorority dancing and doing like their introductory video, because I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling through, and college girls are drop dead gorgeous. I'm watching here. Literally, I'll show you. Look, literally watching a TikTok, trying to like calm myself down. like 90% of the time, sex calms me down, and it's like the only thing that does it for me. But I'm finding that as survival instincts continue to kick in, and I continue on the scope of the entirety of the situation, I recognize how temporary the situation I'm in is, which kind of sucks. Like I've done the wake up thing that I hadn't been doing because I was like romanticizing my situation, which is also a survival tactic of the brain to make sure you get through situations where you're actually dying. And I was actually dying. So they pulled me off the street. Now I'm like, I'm getting back to like regular brain. And I'm asking myself what the hell I'm doing. But I'm going to continue on with it to a point where I could at least be on track. And then once I'm on track, I could take off running, but I don't have to run away is the difference. This is the homeland for me. I'm safe. I'm comfortable. I fit right in. Got my vaccines. I'm not playing games. I'm playing the game. And I'm a part of it. To be totally honest, like I know where I stand. And if you got people that are part of the organization, people are part of the resistance, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I've lived on both sides, and I much prefer the organization over the resistance. But what I will do is continue to attempt to facilitate an environment where people who are more resistant can feel more comfortable and free, and can actually be comfortable and free. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to maintain this planet unless we keep things in order. And that's the truth. Like I've been places where things are free and people don't really understand themselves. To be totally honest, most people who believe that a free world in that fashion is like better, they don't actually understand their own humanity or the existence of what they are for the most part, because the mind they're using and the examples they're thinking of in this utopian possibility of anarchistic or whatever it might be, the fact of the matter is you are underestimating your own nature and not recognizing what you really are, how you are, and you've never been that thing that you are. And so most of your behaviors are matching what you're familiar with of what you've been and what you think you are and what you may be, the viewpoint of your life that's being intended for you, based on the people around you and the life that you're living. For the most part, people that are free, there's maybe 2 or 3 small parts of society that I've seen that are, and this is also through like word of mouth and like people teaching me, other than just me seeing it, because like there's some parts of it that I haven't seen myself. But there's a tribe in, there's a tribe above.
I do remember that Fendi Fu when he put a hole in his shirt and he kept stretching it out. Then he wore it his shoulder. I was debating like showing that one or this one, but I'll get a still up from it. I'm just eating right now.
South America in what's called the Darien Strait, where they are like a docile people, which is really, really rare, by the way, to be a free society and actually be docile and not war driven. Believe it or not, we are less war driven in our civilized society than most uncivilized societies ever were. Then also there's a tribe, I think, in Africa, out in the desert, that they're very peaceful. I mean, they kill other animals to eat, but that they're very peaceful. And then up in Scandinavia, their culture is non-war driven. So like if you've ever heard of Vikings come from Scandinavia, but Vikings are not Scandinavian. They didn't go out trying to bring stuff home for the most part. If you ever hear about that, like Scandinavian travelers and boaters, they were fishermen and fisherwomen. And by the way, thousands of years ago, women and men were still equal in Scandinavia. Like there was like, it was never even a conversation about gender or equality or whatever. It's like they always had equality. It was never a thought to not be equal. but Vikings were ones that left the land. You know, they were the outcasts that decided they wanted to create war or famine or death or chaos. You know, they wanted to cause problems for people, so they were exiled, and they would band together and they would travel.
It's being evil. I'm sorry, it's being glitchy. The audio's been glitchy now too. I don't know how to fix it, but it should come back. It should come back.
Travel off. Hello, how are you? So anyway, yeah, for the most part.
Well, that's not good. Not just Jimmy, the audio too. I might have to like reboot the stream. But I don't know. I could just end it. I don't know if you guys can hear me though. Can you guys hear me? Because like, it's not live anymore. Is he coming back? If he comes back live, then I can like redo it. I think I know what's wrong. It's because I scheduled the stream through freaking StreamYard while I was streaming what's her face, Daisy. So I don't think the settings are lined up properly, so it's giving it problems. Hello Conger. So I might just end for now, and then if he goes live, I can snipe him, and then if he doesn't, then he doesn't. Actually, I'll let you guys decide. I'll see if hopefully it just like I don't know. Here, hold on.
People are cannibalistic. I hate to tell you, but most humans are extremely violent in their true nature. They are warmongers, most of them, and they seek to destroy more than they seek to create, majoritatively because we are a hyper advanced species, and because of our hyper dominance over most other species in an intellectual fashion, we experience most of our existence as sport, and that often causes a desensitization from the connectedness, from having connectedness with the rest of reality, that we are often disassociated, or I should say, I'm sorry, dissociated from most of the rest of existence on the planet, because we're so wrapped up in ourselves, because we manage to hyper evolve, presumably. And at this point, we're beginning to truly believe, the visitors we've been getting, that we were actually, we were experimented on and created, that the transference from hominid to come to the point where we're at took intervention. It's also kind of coming out as a commonplace, obvious viewpoint that, different ancient civilizations that were, well, how did we put these blocks in place? That we did it with our minds, that there would be collectives of people, hundreds of people come together and use telekinesis to lift these objects and put them together with large mass amounts of, electrical energy, and then you would transfer between each other and get in a circle and literally just build the thing with your mind. And that's, according to some scientists, what, was taught to us by these aliens that came here. And that the attempts to create these stories with these different, these humans who had different heads, was with the knowledge.
Majoritatively, that's what we were taught by the aliens that came here.
Knowledge that there would be civilizations coming to pass that would be attempting to tap into, said information and said skills that weren't adept, capable, or responsible enough to do the right thing with those skills. And so, like, they literally, at least this is a
all right, well, there's only like 13 votes. Or okay. But no, I'm still saying it's glitchy for me too, even though like it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be dropping frames, like it's like 6,000 kilobits per second. 7,000 now. So like, why are you not getting enough fucking video to maintain streaming, YouTube? Because that's what YouTube's telling me. And it's because I scheduled it in one streaming thing and then like went on the other streaming thing. Just because like I can't schedule it through OBS when I'm using OBS, like when I'm streaming through it. So that's a lesson that I've learned today. That I kind of already learned. Well, it was a speculation, but this is like proving my speculation to be true. So I can just restart this if you guys want to keep watching this. So like I will. The problem with this is I can't make a redirect for it. So you guys will have to like go to the channel, and just go to like the live tab, and then I should be there. Just that, and then go for like a little bit more, I guess. And if he goes live, he goes live. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Yeah, this is crazy alien talk. So give me a second. We'll end it here and come onto the